Why, hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome. If you don't know this voice by now, then why the heck are you listening to this podcast or this video on YouTube? What is up, guys? It is James, aka Jimmypancakes 20, back to do a new episode of the Jimmypancakes 20 show. And in this episode, it's going to be episode 14, where I'm going to talk about all of the new stuff that is happening at Universal Studios Hollywood, as well as some small updates for Halloween Horror Nights. Not a huge lot of updates, but some. And of course, due to technical difficulties, I could not show my face for this video because I'm actually not recording this video / podcast at my place. I'm actually recording at a place that you know this person's voice, or if you saw this person's face, you would know who she is. She drops in my video / podcast from time to time. My co-host, Marsha. So, Mom, say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, so Mom can testify that we tried multiple times trying to record this video with our face, but her internet's not too good. It's not strong enough to do higher videos.
That is correct.
So if she does upgrade her internet, maybe at some point in the future, we might do a face-to-face here at her place. But for now, this is what you have. But we didn't want to just do a normal podcast. We wanted to actually show you on the screen what we were talking about. So that's why you're having this audio thing with the photos that you're seeing on the screens. So, Mom, are you ready to talk about it? And you do not know what we are talking about today.
No, James never told me what we're talking about.
Oh, well, then I guess let's get started. So, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and enjoy episode 14 of the Jimmypancakes 20 show, Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood / Universal Studios Hollywood update. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the Universal side. Then at the end of this video / podcast, we're going to talk about the Halloween Horror Nights, because as I said, there's more details for Hollywood that's going inside the park than Halloween Horror Nights. So the first thing that we are going to talk about is, if you know, Mom, in 2025 they are going to be setting to open the Fast and the Furious roller coaster. Well, this is an article from Inside Universal. This was posted on May 22nd of 2024. The first track has begun installing for Fast and the Furious roller coaster. The first track pieces have begun installing for Fast and the Furious roller coaster under construction at Universal Studios Hollywood. Currently, the track has only been installed at the coaster station and surrounding areas, but is being prepared for the hilltop for support beams, which should mean starting to see more track installed soon. So, Mom, you are looking at these photos for the first time, and also you guys too. That is the station track right there, Mom.
That is cool. I mean, I'm sad that they had to take out two things.
Right.
But they wanted to build a Fast and Furious roller coaster.
And then this is another one. This is a close-up of the station.
That's nice.
And then here's another one, a third one.
Really nice.
And then here's another one. This is the first piece of track right here.
That is cool.
That got installed.
I like that.
And then here's another close-up one that you can actually see more detail. I'm not going to show you all the photos, but just to give you an idea. And all these articles are from Inside Universal, which is a great company that I follow to get all my Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood updates. So I will put the link to all these articles down in the description below so you guys can go check it out yourself. That's inciting, but this is not going to be opening until next summer.
So 2025.
Yes. But there is something opening at the end of this month in April.
I don't know what it is. James never told me.
Well, the studio tour. It's turning 60 years old. So, Universal Studios Hollywood has decided to do a 60th anniversary, and so they sent this article out to the press, and I'm going to be reading this whole article. Universal Studios Hollywood has announced that new auditions, experience, and more. They say they're preparing for the celebration of the studio tour 60th milestone anniversary, taking place April 26th through August 11th. So basically during the summertime.
Okay.
Over the span of 60 years, Universal Studios Hollywood has consistently had the Terror Tram as a world-class destination. It opened in 1960, so it's been 60 years. Or no, 1964 to be exact. And so basically they are doing more attractions. They're updating new attractions. Or sorry, they're doing new experiences. They're also improving. That's the word I was looking for.
The new attractions.
The old attractions.
The old attractions, okay.
And they also had said that they are going to be making one return. So, of course, they're doing a remodel of Earthquake the Big One, which is a very popular location. Also, they're going to... they're also going to do something with Back to the Future, which is looking like they're going to have a roaming Doc Brown character on the back lot as a studio tour happens.
Okay. That's going to be nice.
Right. Also, a very popular attraction, the 1976 Runaway Train will be returning. So I've seen clips of this. Come on. Basically what it is the tram is passing this old train station.
Right.
And then this moving train that's on those medical things is coming towards you, but it stops before it hits your tram. So it makes it look like a runaway train car.
Did they have that before on the studio tour?
And then they took it away, and now they're bringing that back.
That is going to be nice.
Also,
I like that.
Also, they said that there's going to be certain parts where I'm going to read this article, and this I am so surprised. Guests will disembark the tram to experience original movie sets on the Universal backlot that will be unique and opportunity to pose with up-close personal of some of the iconic sets on the Universal backlot. So not only are you going to be able to ride the tram, but there's going to be certain locations that you're going to be able to get off the tram and walk the back lot during the day.
My jaw's dropping because I thought that was only for VIP guests, but I guess they're changing it.
Yeah.
I like that because some of the sets I want to walk through, but I never could because we couldn't afford the VIP one.
So now we're going to have an opportunity, Mom. So, even though we don't have season passes anymore, we have to go and experience this.
I want to.
Even if we just buy a day ticket, I'm fine with that.
I want to. That's going to be really good.
So we'll do it. So again, the dates, guys, if you are wondering, where is the date? I'm sorry. It's going to be taking place through April 26th through August 11th. So it's only going to be about a 2.5 month period.
Right.
Yeah.
So we got to get our tickets to go there before it.
Right. So we have to do so. August 11th. I keep saying April. It's August 11th is when it's going to close. So it's April 26th is when it opens.
Okay.
August 11th is the last day
that it's closing.
That's closing. So I didn't want to read the whole article. I just wanted to break it down for you guys. But again, if you want to get more details, I will put a link to this article at the bottom of this video so you guys could see it yourselves.
I'm going to like that because I always wanted to walk through some of the sets, James.
Right. Mm-hmm. All right.
So that's nice.
So now, continuing the theme is they're going to have a brand new refurbishment of the Earthquake, the big one. And so basically Inside Universal and some other medias had a chance to walk through Earthquake, the big one, as it was still under construction.
Okay.
Because it's getting ready to reopen.
When does it reopen?
It's going to reopen April 26th.
Okay.
When the event begins.
Okay, got it.
And so basically, you can see photos here, guys.
Whoa.
And basically what they said is they're changing the colors. They're making it more adapt. They're doing more blues. They're doing more orange. They're updating the sets. So they're basically taking Earthquake into a modern day. Because when Earthquake originally opened, it was based off the 1974 movie Earthquake that Sir Charles Heston.
Right.
And then throughout the years, there's been multiple times where when we had season passes, Earthquake was down for maintenance. So they just took like a whole year to just redo everything, bring it up to code and everything. Mm-hmm. So, as you guys can see, just showing you refurbish and stuff. So, yeah. And basically, what it says in this article, so if you guys are looking at these photos, Inside Universal says that this may not be what it looks like during the final product because it was still under construction. So
no one knows what it's going to look like
until it opens.
Yes.
So that's what we have. But Mom, what do you have to say about that?
Looking good.
I really like the sign right here.
San Francisco.
Yeah, that makes it look like a modern day.
Yes.
So
it does.
Yeah. So that's what it says.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to say, because I know a lot of people are going to ask this question, is this going to be one of the locations that we could walk through when we get off the tram? I'm going to probably say 100%. No, this is probably just the tram's going to drive through, go through that, and then there's going to be other locations that you're going to be able to
walk
through, or get off the tram at certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Your opinion on that, Mom?
I would love to walk through it, but with the track and everything, people will get hurt and everything. So no, I don't really want to walk through it.
So you agree with me? You think this is not going to be one of the areas where you're going to dismount the tram? Okay.
Because of the track and everything, people will get hurt.
Right.
So no, I don't think this is going to be a walk-through one.
Right. Okay. All right. So moving on to annual pass holders. This was posted actually today at Universal. Annual pass holders can reserve their spot for a preview of the studio tour 60th anniversary before it kicks off on April 26th. Space is limited RSAP now, so reserve as soon as possible. And then there's a link here, so I will put a link to this post so you guys, if you guys are annual pass holders, you guys could reserve your spot before it opens. So that was just something I wanted to throw in there. So now, one of the things that a lot of people said, well, you didn't talk about the grammar trams. This is what I wanted to wait for. So the grammar trams were the original trams that you originally went onto. They were black and white, or they were red and white.
Right.
So some of the trams, I think, are going to be the normal ones during the day, and then I think some of them are going to be the grammar trams, or they're going to change all of them to the grammar trams. I'm not really sure, but to honor the 60th anniversary of the studio tour, they have a grammar tram popcorn bucket. That's the bucket right there.
Oh my gosh!
And then this is the popcorn bucket, guys. And then this is the tram that was transformed to the grammar tram.
Okay.
So I do not know how much this goes for. So we are going to see.
Right.
But yeah, so I think they're on sale now. So.
Okay.
And then, of course, the one last thing before we move on is, of course, the merchandise. Universal shared some of the merchandise that you could get when the event happens for the summer. So, of course, you got this long jacket. Then you have, like, a shirt in front of the jacket. And then you have this button-up shirt, a normal shirt, and then this. I always like to call it a baseball uniform shirt. That's what that reminds me of, is a baseball uniform.
It looks like a baseball top.
It's like the 3/4 shirt.
Yes.
Or one third something shirt.
Right.
I don't even know.
That's what it looks like to me, James.
Right. And then, of course, you have the backpacks. And then another shirt. And then a shorter short. So these are just some of the merchandise that's going to be available. This is not all of it. This is just Universal giving us a tease of what it's going to be. So, your thoughts on this, Mom?
I would love, 60 years, that's a long time for the studio tour.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that... it's a milestone.
So out of everything that we talked about, I know that was a lot of it was about the 60th year anniversary, but, looking at the merchandise, looking at they're redoing some of the, they're redoing Earthquake. I also forgot to mention that they're redoing the Flash Flood, which is the famous one in the Mexico set. They're redoing that. the Back to the Future theme with a roaming Doc Brown character, that's going to be awesome.
It is going to be up. That's going to be in the sets for Back in the Future. It's going to be right there. Okay.
So.
And then when James and me were watching something on TV, we saw like they're building like 2 buildings on the World Will sets.
So no one knows what that's going to be. So.
Because it looks like 2 buildings, but we don't know. It's still in
and I tried,
the building stage.
And I tried looking for that video to show you guys. Unfortunately, you couldn't really see it. It was just the back of something.
Right.
So who knows if that's going to be part of the 60th anniversary or not. But yeah, I know that was a lot of information, but that was just stuff that I needed to show you guys. So, moving on. Now we're going to get into Halloween Horror Nights, and this is going to wrap up our thing. So, construction has officially begun. So, again, these are photos that are from inside Universal. So, of course, they already started on the Mummy queue, so this is a long shot. And then, of course, there's the lumber right there. So they're starting to build the maze inside. And then, yeah. So
more lumber right there.
And then they also have one of the tents up by the Curious George. And this tent was where Universal Monsters was.
Yes, I recognize it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this tent right here, this is where Universal Monsters was, and then on this side that you can't really see, but on this area is usually another tent.
That was Chucky.
That's where Chucky was. And unfortunately, they haven't put that tent up yet either. And then, of course, we know for sure they probably are starting construction in the Soundstage 15 where they had
Exorcist Believer.
No. That was Soundstage 22.
Oh, sorry.
So, who knows if they're working on the mazes and the sound stages right now, because you can't see them.
No.
But it was Soundstage 22 where they had the Exorcist Believer, and then Soundstage 15 is where they had Stranger Things. Okay? And then to wrap up this video, this is the T-Pat. So basically, a lot of you guys know I used to work at Universal, and over this area, this used to be bungalows for the Universal Creative, and then this is where the last one, so it would have been 3 years in a row they had mazes there.
Is that on the Curious George?
No, this is behind the Transformers ride.
Okay.
Yes. So as you can see at this photo,
they're not working on it right now.
But they have the markings down to where everything's going to go. Right. So eventually they're going to
see that. Yeah.
That's why I wanted to show you. So eventually they're going to start working. And if we look at the video, and this is not me doing slow motion, but as you can see right here, right in this area, is where, if you can see right here, this is where they have the lumber and stuff ready for the maze to be built. Or this lumber could be also for whatever is going in Soundstage 15. But you can see they have wood and lumber already to start building the maze.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, this location had scare zones for 3 years in a row. So yeah. So yeah. And this is behind the Transformers building where I used to work. I used to work at Transformers for about 2 years, but now I work somewhere else. So I recognize this area very much. So that's where this location is.
I think it was Killer Clowns from Outer Space last year.
It was Killer Clowns from Outer Space in 2021. Then it was something else.
Was it Holidays in Hell?
It was Holidays in Hell. So maybe it was 2 years. But I'm pretty sure in 2020... No, my mistake. 2 years they had a maze there because it was Killer Clowns and then...
Holidays in Hell last year.
Holidays in Hell. So it was 2 years, not 3 years. Unless I'm mistaken. If someone wants to look it up and let me know in the comments if it was 2 years or 3 years, let me know. So that is going to wrap up this podcast / video. So, Bung, your thoughts on everything. Let's start with the stuff for the theme park. You know, the Fast and the Furious. Your thoughts on this?
I mean, I'm sad to see the animal actors and the special effects stays closed, but they have been there for a while. And we needed a roller coaster there. I'm excited, but I'm sad at the same time that they had to take those other two things out.
Right. But, you know, times have changed.
Right. And they wanted to build a new attraction to get new people in there.
Exactly. And then I think the major thing that you and I are both excited about is the 60th anniversary of the studio tour.
I'm very excited about that.
With all the details that they have said about a roaming character on the Back to the Future lot. And
that would be amazing.
Right.
I can't wait to see that, James, when we go back.
Yeah. As I said, since we're not season pass holders, even if we just pay for 1 day, I'm fine with that. Just spend the entire day at Universal seeing this. I'll be happy about it.
I'll be happy too.
So yeah, and then Horror Nights construction has officially begun.
I'm glad because they started early last year. Because I think it's the lumber shortage.
Well, not now. That was the case in 2021. 2022, things started to get back to normal. 2023, we were back to normal.
Right. But, you know, it takes a while to build these mazes.
John Murray said it takes between 5 and 6 months for them to build the mazes. So that's
all of them or just one of them?
All of them. That's why they always start early.
But I can't wait to find out what the mazes are. James and me are going to Midsummer Scream this year.
We are. And, you know, we haven't bought the tickets yet because we're still waiting to hear about some stuff. But we're going to probably buy the tickets at the end of this month in April or the beginning of May. So that's about 2.5 months. Well, 3 months away. Right. It's at the end of July.
Yeah.
So, you know, we'll definitely be there covering that event. We might do Monsterpalooza maybe one day. Just depends on, you know,
money and scheduling.
Yeah, exactly. But for sure, Midsummer Scream, we will be there all 3 days. That is a guaranteed.
Yes, and I'm excited about that. I haven't been there for a while.
Yes. So
I'm excited about the 60th anniversary. I can't wait to go that one day with James. So, and then we're going to film a lot of it. So James will put that up too.
Exactly. So yeah. So we got a ton of stuff that's going to be coming your way. I wanted to just share all that information. I know it's been a while since I've been on YouTube /podcast. A poll is going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks for the next food reviews, so definitely follow me on my social media sites. I will also put a link to my mom's social media sites as well. So, yeah. So, Mom, anything else to say, or are we all good?
We're all good.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to do the closing intro. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I want to thank my co-host, Marsha, for joining me again, even though it was just audio form because of technical difficulties with the camera.
You're welcome. I love doing the podcast with you.
And this is James, a.k.a. Jimmypancakes 20, signing off, and I'll catch you for the next video /podcast soon.